Proud of the way we opened the season. We got a little bit sloppy late in the game, but it gives us some ideas of things we got to work on. I feel like defensively we did a pretty good job. Transition is really when we can get going. That's really our bread and butter from an offensive standpoint, and then being able to play inside out. Excuse me. Being able to play inside out, and congrats to Nia for 1,000 points. It's an honor to coach her because she's so humble, and when you have a player like that doesn't care who gets the credit, it makes my job a lot easier. Really proud of her. Her sister just scored her 1,000 point this weekend too, so it's good to be a coffee. Good to be a coffee, and I thought Ashley and everybody, kind of Jordan off the bench is going to help us, but Amber Jamison did a really good job. Maya Jonas, so we had a lot, we had a lot of Kristen Johnson. I thought banged, and her first start of her career, I thought really gave us things that we need from her. And Maggie Lyon had a tough night shooting the ball, but that's the least of my worries. She's a great player, great competitor, and just excited to get Kristen Inman going, as you guys had asked earlier too. Inman, as the juniors now, as they're upperclassmen, they're capable so much. So, we're looking for those four, as we go through the non-conference. So we're really proud of them. Question.
Coach, you had a great offensive first half, shoot 60% from the field. Came out a little bit flatter in the third and fourth quarter. What did you see offensively that you liked? What did you maybe see that you want to work on next coming weeks?
Obviously, I think we got to make great decisions in transition and just, make sure we get the ball, that we don't settle for a quick shot. If it's, we got to run offense a little better, be a little more patient. That's one thing that, we're going to work on between now and Penn State, which is the 31st of December. We got some really tough games non-conference, so, it'll test our patience.
It's only been one game, but can you talk about how the new rule changes have affected rotations?
I was fortunate enough coaching the USA team this summer in Korea, the World University team, so I got to coach maybe, counting some of the scrimmages, maybe 10, 12 games with quarters. So it helped me a little bit. Our team, we're getting there. We didn't get to some of the things like in the fourth quarter you can advance the ball in the last minute. You're going to see some of those things play into our game like you see in the NBA. But it's still 40 minutes, so I think, you got to make sure your players, you got to get used to timeouts and, just substitution patterns. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge.
Coach, you guys outscored Howard 21-0 from beyond the arc. How important is spreading the floor to your offense this year?
Yeah, we're streaky. This is what concerns me and what concerns other teams we play. We're a really streaky three-point shooting team, and we can get really high. We can hit 10, 12 threes in a 20-minute stretch, and then we go cold sometimes too. So, it's hard to figure us out. But we do a good job, I think, when we can spread the floor and then, knock down some threes and then be able to drive it at people, get out in transition. We're pretty good. We're streaky though right now, and coaches hate streaky. The other team struggles too because they don't know if you're going to be hot or not.
After a great first half, Nia Coffey came out. It was only 1 for 6 in the third quarter, but got to the line 9 times. Is that aggressiveness something that you sort of preach to the people, to your players when maybe the shots aren't falling, just stay aggressive?
Yeah, and she's as aggressive a player as there is in the Big Ten, so her I'm not worried about, and what she's learning, and Maggie's been through this too. What Nia's learning is, you're going to have you're the focal point too of other teams' defenses, so you got to be able to play through a bad quarter from the standpoint of numbers and just keep playing. And then find other ways to score, like you said, get to the foul line, get offensive rebounds, all the things that scorers do.
And without Alex Cohen manning the 5 this year, she's been obviously at center for so many years.
Yeah, she, we won 40 games the last 2 years, and she was a big part of that, and Carly Roser too. So, Alex actually is here this week, so she came to the game tonight and came back from. She's playing professionally in Israel. I think we're adjusting to that. We have different lineups right now. Sometimes we're looking at going with big power lineup. People got to get ready for that, and I think we have the ability to go small at times too.
Just noticed that Lauren Douglas didn't play today and didn't play in the exhibition. Just wondering what her status is for upcoming games and if there's a timetable for when she gets back on the floor.
Yeah, right now she's injured, and we're gonna just kind of see where it goes this week too. Okay.
Is Kristen going to be the center going forward, or are you going to experiment with a few different lineups?
Well, no, I think right now she's done a great job in practice every day and gives us a physical presence. So. Hopefully, as a senior, she's worked really hard here. But I think Palace and Allie Tuttle both are going to help us. I think we have some depth there, and with the ability to go small and run, we can do some different things. So we got to rebound the ball. For us, we got to rebound the ball and we got to run. And I think we're pretty good there. Okay. I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Coach Jordan Hankins, 13 points off the bench. She was playing primarily at point guard for most of the game, but you also had her in playing with Ashley Deary early on in the game. Is that something you want to do to expand her role a little bit, get her some more playing time?
Yeah, Jordan Hankins is a great scorer, and you saw a little bit tonight what she's capable of. She can hit threes, get to the rim, and she's a great high school player in Indiana. So she's still learning, but her and Deary together gives us a different look too in the backcourt, and quickness and speed, which in the Big Ten you're going to need.